Episode 8. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Valheim Slow and Easy. That's the words I've been putting in the description. Not a big... I think it's okay. It's still, enough to keep it into the description, but it's not like I brainstormed a bunch and came up with that brilliant... I typed it and I was like, hey, maybe... Because my hope here is to find people who are slow and easy, like me. You know? I don't want to be in a hurry. I don't want to have to get all bogged down with goals and outcomes. I want to start creative projects, work on them with passion for 30 to 60% completion, and then abandon it completely and let it become someone else's problem. So that's what we do in this game. So welcome back. Actually, I did a bunch of playing off camera because I honestly don't want to fucking... I do actually want to still enjoy playing this game. Not that I don't enjoy making these videos. It's not you, but it's a whole different brain. A lot of different brain gears got to be involved with the recording part than with the just chilling out and watching yourself, chilling out and playing a game and having fun. So it's all sort of mixed. And I recorded a lot of it. And what I did was I wrote little messages on the screen. And I recorded this process of like clearing. You notice how different this looks? This whole front area. The first thing that needed to be done was putting the floor down. The floor basically functions as a pixel grid. It's like it's a very important part of the base because everything I want to, you don't have to do it this way. And honestly, I kind of wish I wasn't like this. This is what makes me good at woodworking and video editing. Two things that require annoyingly meticulous brains. What was I saying? Is being real fussy about where things contact and where things point. Kind of engineer head sort of stuff. Stuff you want in some people in the world, right? And I was actually glad when I connected it back over here. When I filled this in, it actually did line up perfectly. So that maintains us. And the same with Photoshop. I don't always necessarily care too much about this, but there are times where I need shape anchor points to be right on the pixel grid. And it's good to know that I can center everything around the same precision marker, which is to say the first one that I put down. Now, again, as I was kind of saying, you could just fuck off and just put shit wherever you want and make it look fine. And honestly, that's probably more fun because you probably can kind of just sort of, it's like the difference between photorealistic painting and like sculpting by throwing clay. It's whatever. What am I saying? Anyway, it's a different process. So we got this whole deal to come up with. I want to kind of, and I'm going to work whatever we do on this side. We're going to duplicate over here. Of course, I've moved all my. This is like a guy who has too many cars. It's just like, fuck. I got, he's doing rich. He's got money, buying fucking cars, wasting his life, wasting his money, trying to fill the hole, trying to fill the void with some silly rich guy collecting hobby. Rich dudes get to have like crazy collecting hobbies. Me, I'm more of a pine cone man myself. Someone gave me a really nice pine cone and I was like, I want to get them myself. I was appreciative. I tried not to, but part of the joy for me is finding them myself. Not that but yeah, whatever. What was I saying? Smash cut to me being like the Scrooge McDuck of there's a contemporary reference of pine cones, somehow becoming like really big pine cone guy, but like famous for it, that I have a whole vault filled with pine cones and I swim through my vault every morning. All right, so yeah, so we got this kind of ridiculous half side filled with I called them cars, but filled with transportation devices. See, it's really not that bad of a metaphor. Let's try to get all the way up here real quick. I want to have... Oh, God. I want to have a slightly different system. This is all just sort of construction... construction... What do they call those things? Apparatus? Not apparatus. You know what I'm saying. Scaffolds. Construction scaffolding. So we got rid of the ugly platform. We've got this new curve. I kind of wanted to sort of sharpen curve a little more, so I might redress that now that I'm looking at it from up here. But I do like the distinction right here between the non. And I'm committed to these green patches. I didn't finish my last thought there, by the way. Sorry about that. But sure could get rid of them at some point. I think what I'll do is I'll soften the edges around it when we finally get to that. Yeah. So, good times. What we're looking at straight ahead is going to be a single building. And I love my inventory hut. I even designed it to have that little cut through the middle of it. But it's just not up to par with where I want things to be right now. So I've got this base, or this side. There's basically 3 stages going on here. There's the first stage that I'm shooting at. I just shot at right there. Second stage is this building. Actually, that's probably not true. Now I'm getting everybody confused. One of the 3 stages is the building, and then the other stage is like the area to the right of the building that we can't see currently. So let's jump over there. Let's have a run. Sometimes you can't tell me to not be on my roof, local government. Fuck you, man. It's freedom. He falls off his roof. All right. So then this is like another stage. So I don't know what the hell I want to do exactly. I kind of need to get rid of this. Actually, I was going to get rid of this whole light up thing right here too, which is sort of in the way. Let's do it. I missed. Just chop one of those out and it'll fall. Kind of like watching it fall. You get to watch the pieces turn red and eventually collapse. I do kind of like that bowl sort of design looking kind of thingy. But then they turn green sometimes when they break, and then like resets their timer. Now they got to go yellow, orange. What if this is what the audience really wanted to see? Oh, Hank, you really took it. Actually, just kind of mesmerizing, isn't it? Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this tower here is just an OG spot, and I'm sort of trying to honor the past. I believe we need to keep and maintain connections with our history, with our legacies, and is legacy the right word? Legacy is kind of like, what do you think the future will think of your past when you are in the past? Oh, my legacy. It's like worrying about your past, but worrying about how the future will treat your past, right? Isn't that sort of what that means? So it's something you should do while you're alive, but only like really famous people like Barack Obama have legacies. Oh, what's my legacy gonna be? You know, you have to be all fucking these psychopath politicians. Anyway, but yet we all have a legacy. Equalize legacies. So, oh yeah, so I got this building that's in the way. I think what I'll do, I could keep it kind of as is and just sort of fill out the top there. Obviously, this is terrible as it is, but I can still kind of make use of it. But I think what I'm really just sort of, the last thing I'll remove if I decide to totally get rid of it are these 4 posts. So I could take down the whole building and just leave those 4 posts. That's kind of what I decided. So let's do that. We'll leave like the one chop above. I wish I had better headphones for this, but because this just doesn't fit with my whole deal, with my whole flow. Things are looking, yep, okay, everything's getting recorded. Yeah, I'm trying to dial in the sound mix on this game, where the game volume and my voice sound good. I messed around. You can get so bogged down with noise audio filters and stuff in DaVinci, in any program, but I was messing with some compressor stuff to try to like bring up the quieter parts and bring down the louder parts and bring it all. So I kind of got it. I sort of lean towards I'd rather have it be too quiet than too loud. Because that's just easier to, if you're going to mess up, you want it to be a little bit harder to hear than too loud, because it's worse to have it too loud. But I think I got a system down that's pretty good as far as like, because my OBS settings might change here and there, so it's always going to take a little discernment when it's in the edit, and you can kind of take the guesswork out of that too by having decibel level goals that you just sort of aim for. It's not, the point being that it's supposed to be easy. Oh yeah, as I was saying, speaking of difficulty and annoyance, I recorded a whole bunch of me doing this work right here. And I was going to make its own video, kind of a more snazzy edit. And as I started to work on it, I just realized I didn't want to fucking do that. I was like, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to fucking do this. It's too much work. I probably could have like banged it out in some degree of efficiency if I just didn't get all precious, all fancy and precious. So I might actually edit it in to this at some point, maybe right now. Oh, okay. All right. Look, it's me, Hank. It's March of 2025. What you've just watched was recorded, I think, on November 29th, 2024. I got so bogged down editing a special look. Let's slide over. We've jumped over to DaVinci. Hey, everybody. It's me, Hank from the future. You already figured that out. I got so bogged down doing the thing I was trying to avoid by just making gaming videos and throwing myself up and talking it, and it basically would look like this. Slap a couple shit on at the beginning, something in the middle, something at the end, and then you set this up for duplication. You can set up different, well, that's terrible. I just ruined a whole bunch of stuff. But you can duplicate all this crap, make it easy. You just got to throw in your footage, do a little trimming at the beginning, maybe a couple edits here, upload it. Instead, I decided, since I had recorded it while I didn't make a playthrough, and then I ended up making this entire frickin' thing. And each one of these close-up ones, I don't know, that's not, but these are all like fast-forward speeds. So, and it's different ranges, 9,828% fast-forward, 1,970% fast-forward. And it's not like those are super specific decisions, but you just tweak it until these like things work. And then it also, of course, I went and I did all this recording of my own audio of my voice. So I made these, and they're kind of entertaining. That's partially what takes so long. And then I just get sucked into working on this stuff while I'm doing this other huge project that you might be aware of on my other channel, Winners and Losers. So I have this one. This is like, let me see, 6 minutes. I have this one. This is almost 9 minutes. And then I have a whole nother thing of footage. Like this would be normal speed, right? There's the guy. Look at him. Of me actually putting together the initial bones. Because I felt like this, in my fantasy, I have like a whole audience that really has a lot of buy-in to the progression of the bass and how it comes apart or how it comes together over time. As if I even have, you just have to be persistent. You just got to keep doing it. but anyway. And so I felt like if I didn't include this critical moment of setting up this initial footage of the bass, that somehow I would be leaving out very critical parts of the story, even though I could have just skipped over it and said, hey, look, I did some stuff and I didn't need to do it. Instead, it ruined 4 months of editing or not editing, but like I just got stuck on this stuff. This took a while. Each one of these is a good several hours to do half of that. So yeah, each, a few days of work at least, but like time I didn't have. The whole reason for doing this kind of editing right here is so I could delete the footage. See how it says offline? This is a way for me to not bog down my hard drive, because I literally have a terabyte of Valheim footage. I have like 2 terabytes of woodworking footage. So I have like bogged up, that's not the right, but like clogged up hard drives, but I still trying to record new stuff. And then, and this is a great way to like finish it, upload it, delete it. Instead, we have this mess. And in fact, the reason it's actually playing nice and smooth is because I created what I call them clip outs. I don't even know that's the right terminology, but so up here is actually the exported version. Whereas when you're editing in DaVinci, even though DaVinci is pretty smooth, when you're throwing all these, squeezing all these frames into different sizes, 172%, that one's 100, 180%. So it's all this different fast forward time. I actually prefer the way Premiere Pro does fast forward. It's called rate stretch in Premiere Pro. 9,600. So that's like really fast. But then you get like, you just drive yourself crazy if you're me doing all this stuff. And then I add music. Look at this crap. Look at all the work I put into this. And this should be a separate video. This like 6-minute bit here. Maybe I will. But we're going to watch it. By the way, sorry. I know I've been just looking at it and flying around in DaVinci. But so yeah, now I got music on them. So it's supposed to be this sort of like, you know, and if that's probably a decent way to work on a channel, I could probably do 2 of these a week if you got enough people paying attention, because the editing quality kind of helps. Maybe, I don't know, I can't. But I'm trying to make a documentary on this whole other shit in my world, and this making video game stuff is sort of supposed to be a you know, my easy way to relax, like because I have fun doing this stuff, and while feeling, I don't want to use the word productive, but it's fun. It's almost more fun for me to make video series than just to play a video game by myself. In fact, I might even be doing Dredge. I almost called it Delve. Delve. But so here's another one. This is like hours of work here if I actually wanted to finish it. In fact, if we do a frame match, we can see it's a 3-hour recording if I'm looking at the time code in the upper right corner. The way DaVinci is superior to Adobe in so many ways, but there's just a few critical ones that kind of drive me crazy. Markers and on clips is one of them. And in the preview window. Anyway, whatever. So we're not going to do it. In fact, the episode you're watching, you've only watched me up through here until I interrupted. And so when I record this all, I'm just going to plug in everything I'm doing right now. It's going to end up squeezing in here, you know, and then this will be the rest of episode 8. And here's already episode 9 lined up. What's the word I'm looking for? Caged, staged, ready to go. Bada boom, bada bing. Episode 10. Something's weird about the audio on this one. I do a little syncing. You gotta do that. You gotta find these like moments where it goes from bright to not bright, and then sync it. Should be off by about 8 frames or something like that. But yeah, so this is, things are cranking along. Episode 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then I just decide to record it without doing it, and then now I'm here. 4 months later, I ruined it. So, okay. Let's watch it. I haven't actually watched it. I should be on camera so I could react to it as with you, but time to finally watch it. So this will be basically the keeping us up to date, and then we'll jump it back over. Let's turn on this thing at the top there. All right, hold on. Let's solo audio track 1, because this is the clip outs audio, which is, let me make sure I have my hearing so I can listen along with us. Play, click play. I've decided to build some shelves and use this text thingy to say stuff and communicate ideas. All right, first thing, we got to pick up all these goddamn piles of coal. Look at all this coal. Okay, now we build shelves. Yes, so nice. Such good shelves. And put the coal back in perfect, neat little brain-satisfying lines. Isn't that satisfying? Look at those lines. Look how much fun this is. I gotta pause. See, this gap here is definitely too narrow compared to this gap. So they're not really that consistent. And that's been driving me absolutely crazy this entire time. I was trying to not be too fussy while I was making it. Anyway, here we go. Keep going. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Let's do one of those slow back and forth thingies. There you go. Yeah, that's fun. All right, keep going here. More stuff. Okay, now we're crossfade that back and forth into this new back and forth, considering some sort of walkway here above the coal. That's what I'm thinking about designing and building right now. We should do it. Let's go. First, let's take a slow walk around the base so you can get a look at the kitchen and some of the other stuff we're working on in this area. Hold on, needs fire. Okay, fire. Back and forth. All right, here we go. Okay, we're still at it, but we're a little tired. Let's go get some sleep up in our new bed. Okay, good. Little morning time. Hold on, got to kill a local. Okay, back over here. All right, now to the right here, we're going to build more shelves for more piles of coal. Why do I have so much coal? You'll see. There we go. All right, we got to get these dumb chests out of the way. Just crap everywhere. This is going to be such a mess. My God, piles of stuff, chests of stuff. This is why we need to build shelves. Shelves are the solution to stuff. Look at how awesome that line of coal looks. Doesn't that look great? I decided to move some of this wood over here. The fancy wood you can pile up, and it's kind of neat when it piles up. I actually think it's a nice aesthetic. And okay, back to the shelf thingy and the walkway above it. This is going to make it a lot easier to get around and shoot solicitors in the face when they get too close to the wall. Maybe even target some local deer, anticipate threats, and overall just have a great time. Uh-oh, I'm feeling a knife sprint rampage coming on. Look at those living things. Take that, deer. There's another one. Get him. Take that, deer. Uh-oh, here comes another one. Probably selling school supplies or something. Take that, local. All right, keep running. Go, go, go. Run, sprint, kill, 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 destroy, destroy, destroy. Ooh, mushroom. Yes. Let's take a little bit of a gander. Let's walk around. Gander it up. Hold on, there's one. Get him! Full speed! Yes, success. The shoreline. Oh my god, there's a fishing thingy. Not quite a hut. What's the opposite of a hut? A platform. Yes, I built that. This is a lake. And of course, I had a boat here this whole time. This thing I haven't been to in forever. So I'll have to make a note of that on the map there. Good, good. Always good to write stuff down. All right, back to the base. Let's do some coal placing. Looking good. That's nice. And how about a fixed camera angle walk as we head towards the bedroom? So I want to do stuff that has like a nice feeling, like nice music, relaxing, that it's not all just this chaos the entire time. That's sort of the idea of what this little sequence here is, but that's sort of the stuff I prefer overall in general, is that kind of crap. So maybe, I don't know. But isn't this tedious? It's kind of boring. I mean, I could probably get it all squeezed into 2 minutes. This is like 6 minutes, but it's fine if it's your first time seeing it. But it's not worth 4 months wasting an entire, like totally ruining the entire momentum of the idea, because I was actually enjoying it. Because the other thing I'm doing in the world is so horrible. It's a nice break. Okay, keep going. For another night of restful sleep to recover our energy and rest up for another day of satisfying toil. I like walking past these faces. Look at them. Creepy. I'm gonna put some more up there. Feels kind of cold up here. This bedroom's a little drafty, I gotta say. I think it's gonna be nice and fun eventually, but it's a bit chilly. Nothing like a single sentence dream. Okay, big moment here. I've gotten to the top and I'm just surveying my base, and suddenly I've had a vision. Yep, it's official. I visioned. I saw a future building that now only exists inside my brain, where my visions come from. I saw a large curved wall that incorporates multiple uses, multiple floors, and potential for expansion. That is fun. I like that. That's a built-in Adobe or DaVinci thingy. I was just messing with the parameters. So it starts right over here with some stairs that lead up to it. This is just going to set our height, even though I'm not. Now the music picks up, different tone, new day, you know, sort of getting into the storytelling side of it, the nice relaxing, set yourself to sleep, walking slow, and now we're in the busy day with good music. But like, I don't have time to think about this shit. I just want to play the game. Here we go. Totally sure. We're mostly just experimenting right here. I'm just trying to get a rough feeling for whether my vision makes sense once we put down some very early prototype marks. This is like the part in There Will Be Blood when the guy and his kid are walking around the California desert oil fields, the late 1800s or whatever the fuck. And he says, boy, we'll pay them quail money, boy, not oil money, okay, boy? And then that's the plot of the movie. That movie's so good. I love that movie. Wouldn't it be nice to live in a world we could have movies called There Won't Be Blood? Seems unrealistic. Let's go stand on this little platform thingy and do some back and forthing. Look at him go! As the text says, we have a rough shape, and it will include the inventory building eventually. Yes! Bye! There you go. That's fun, huh? Okay, so that's worth wasting. So now we jump over. Here we go again. I'm not even sure what's in this one. It's some of the same shit. And we will start just to kind of refresh you on the timeline here. Navigating can be a bit annoying. Let's drop these a little lower, make them easier to sort of track in this mode. And yeah, so then we'll scrub through this big piece here, and then I will take what I just recorded and put it in here. And then this will be the episode. You'll resume watching. Why am I giving you the update right now? So let's watch this one now. Okay. Here we go. Play. Hi. So, I've got a plan. The inventory building seen right here has needed an upgrade for quite a while. I don't think it flows very well into the base. I like it a lot. It works, but we can take what we've learned from it and do better. We'll build something probably even more functional and hopefully has room for our mightiest trophies. By the way, writing note, I'm done with periods, okay? No more! So many things to think about, such as space, location, flow. I've been torn with what to do, but I think my new idea will solve the problems I've been struggling with. Just gotta start building. It'll be this whole fortress thing. It's bigger. We just need space. It'll just be huge and strong and versatile, like me, and expanding like a big old piece of a castle. I'm honestly not sure. We'll just have to get going and working. I've got a rough outline, got a rough idea. I know it'll take a lot of decisions we'll make when we get there, so let's get going. Back and forth thingy, fun. That's fun. So the idea is taking shape, plans. It'll be this big wall. It'll maybe spill into the open area. There will be open areas connected to defensive walkways. It's going to be just a great place to raise a family or to destroy foreign lands in order to bring back decorations. Reorganizing the portals will be a big part of it as well. I want to make it intuitive and not confusing. All right, some stuff there. Let's stand here and do some back and forth thingies. Big updates ahead. And possibly something we can duplicate to surround the entire base. We'll see. It's all going to change. So sorry I said grid twice. So let's get to work on the floor. Let's do it. Hit the fast forward button and crank up the music. Go. Ugh, long day. Need some sleep. Okay, I'm awake again. Back to work. We're moving portals and we're keeping track of them. We're going to place them all into sort of a poorly organized, gigantic pile. It's going to be a mess, but that's okay. We'll fix it all later. I wanted the sign. I remember trying to indicate southwest, as in to say the portals up here will get you somewhere towards the southwest. This was an attempt at having a kind of signage-based organizing system for the portals, but then I wrote beware. I'm not even sure what that's referring to. Something going southwest, I guess. I'm not in any danger anymore from anything close to me, except when they show up here to try to murder me for having invaded their lands, which is honestly kind of fair. All right, let's keep going. Let's get this platform thing down. I forgot I did that. Hold on, we're gonna pause and look back. See what the hell that was. Oh yeah, so why did I decide to do that? It's really an ugly shot too. So these are just different layers with different yeah, I just changed the composite modes on these. It's just like the blending modes. So they interact with layers below them at different ways, but like, boy, that's really ugly. I mean, it's kind of cool. I think I had just the camera on the trees, and then fast forward the trees look kind of crazy. But then again, switching it is distracting. And anyway, all right, well, it's in there. We're leaving it. Long day. Oh, I need a sleep. Let's head over to my drafty bedroom, crawl into bed for a nice night of dreaming like a champion. Like, this wouldn't be too bad if it was a day and a night and you kind of got used to the rhythm, you know, but it just takes so fucking long to make each one of them. Or perhaps restrict myself to, you know, two comments about nighttime, 2 comments about the daytime. Here's what we're going to do here. But then shit always happens that I want to remark on. You know, it's just like, it's kind of, who says I want to remark upon? So yeah, let's keep going anyway. More to go. Multiple sentences. Fuck that. Sorry, it's a decent little bit there. Hold on. Multiple sentences. Fuck that. All right, this platform thing never really worked as a thing. I didn't really build it out. It was just an impulsive build, an impulsive idea at one distant point in the past, and now it's got to go. Time to go, platform. So long. After moving some portals and shit first, obvious. Music. Uh-oh, the chills. That's the bad guys. These are those level 1s Fenring guys and the boss man and the cultist. That's the guy with the red shawl. Time to murder them. I have a cheesy spot here where I just use arrows on them, so let's just do that. Look at these jerks. Too stupid to know they're getting cheesed by a superior intelligence. I feel embarrassed that I'm doing it this way, but I don't feel like dying today. I hadn't really listened to the way they howl. Those are their howls. Sped up. Sorry, I'm just reminding Luke. Listen to the howl. All right, you know what? Let's finish him off old school style. Face to face. Having destroyed his entire crew, weakened him substantially. Now we're ready for a one-on-one battle against a frozen white wolf ice monster. Luckily, I have great reflexes and infinite lives. Sound is definitely not. There you go. That's right. Oh, and I'll take your head too. Ha ha. Let's play head soccer. That was close. Might be another one around here, but I'll just let it run around and kill deer if it is. Always helpful. Back to work. Music. Okay, some fun dancing right there. So if we, just to show you what that is full speed, or at normal speed, I guess I should say, we'll match frame and then play it up in here. That's the speed he normally dances. Which is just about right. It's about how as fast as humans are. So now there's this. Now look, this is what intermediate stage of, you end up getting from here to compressing all these green ones. Compressing, by that I mean they end up next to each other, because those are my audio. So let's hear what I say in this part. Oh wait, hold on. I have so gathered away from the construction area to be dealt with later. We have many chores ahead, but we can already see the fulfillment of this glorious vision of having a partial wall. Won't it be wonderful? Let's keep going. So that's like a raw recording, a little peek behind the curtain. Here's another one. Now it's time to conform the floor to the rest of the floor, where I know it is lined up in a perfect grid. That's important. It's important to me. Floor time. See, oftentimes I have multiple takes. I change the timings and stuff. There's lots of decisions go into each one of those. And so that it just takes forever to clip it, to go, okay, well, where's he stopped talking about the floor? And then you got to line this up and you got to go, oh, okay, well, then there's this part over here and this part here. And then you got to get the music lined up. And he starts grabbing the music from over here. And, you go oh, does that music fit the moment? And then the computer bogs down to the rest of the floor, where you're asking a little bit too much when you start doing these huge compression or rate stretch time remapping stuff. And then you do that over and over and over as you work your way through it. And it ends up looking like one of these. So that's sort of how the process goes. And I actually kind of have fun with it. But I sort of only do it. I can't, if it sucks. You can have your own opinions about whether it sucks or not, but I consider myself pretty good at this in terms of, but it's because I'm slow and sort of tedious about everything. At least I don't like to, I'm aiming to conform to my own taste, but so in a sense, I'm just making a video I think meets some minimum standard of decency or of quality. And I guess that's the judgment everybody who puts videos on YouTube makes. So here, let's just turn on this damn music and watch the thing I just shrunk up. Why there must not be much more to it. Here we go. Because I'm deleting. Once I'm done with this, I'll be thrilled to not edit it. It's actually kind of exciting. So let's use up this footage here. See, it doesn't want to play. We'll go playback, timeline, playback, half. Pause. Sometimes you just got to pause to let it kind of catch up in frames. Oh, yeah, for some reason I decided to walk back and forth a bunch with the lighting. All right, so I did a bunch of work. Had a fight with some locals. That was the summary for that day. Time to go to bed. A hot tub, little dip in the tub. Obviously, some drama going on with these dudes. Let's see how fast you squeeze right by them. Hell, maybe this is the way I do it. Just pick up speed, 3,253%. Play it once. I could talk over this. Not that I'm really doing much. Doesn't really need much commentary. But yeah, we're building up the curve there. Lots of tedious alignment to try to make sure it can be replicated. I mean, this is a way to do some, because I do have a lot more recorded, but there's some mystery with the clothing that it has some sort of stamina reduction or like some bonus to your stamina use, but it says like base item, and I'm not quite sure what exactly it means. So I'm still sort of figuring that one out. Oh yeah, it's pausing myself while dancing. So here, let's just take it from there and open it back up. Still be kind of fast forwarded here, but you can see the major difference in the area. The whole thing is looking a lot different, and where I actually really am in back in like my human time is very different than where we are currently. But I want to kind of get caught up to that. So yeah, all right, let's just play it. Go a little bit slower this time. I want to watch those a little slower. So this is what you do while you're like making these, like everything. There's like nice little moments that you don't want to miss. And I know I remember keeping the camera locked for the walk back right here or something like that. I like the footstep sound. So here, let's just go. So 200% is twice as fast. 300 would be 3 times as fast. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So let's go 500. That'll be a funny sound. Yes. Yes! The footsteps is what I'm listening for. All right. Well, that's fun. So actually, wait, there's this much more here. We need a different song. I don't even know what they are. Here we go. All right. Okay. Yeah, I had it cut because I hadn't done audio for it, so there was even more in that original source file. I mean, if you play for 3 or 4 hours, that's not that long to play necessarily. But then you got to edit through that much time. It's a lot. Okay. So there you go. That's the video. That's the end of it mainly. I just paused or slowed it down here. And as the music fades out, I'm going to keep talking. You get a sense for all the work that goes into that, and it's a pain in the ass. I hope people enjoy it. I might post these two big chunkies, these two first ones, as like their own separate video. Here, let's just jump over to. Let's expand the timeline. You can have an easier time knowing what's going on. And so we just watched the two edited chunks. This is the stuff we just sort of did a little bit with. And then let's just pick a couple random audios. This is almost like weird poetry. Who the hell knows what I said?
Back and forth thingy. Take it all in. Going to be building this out. Looking cool. Looking good. Love the open space. Wish I hadn't started this project already. I'm tired of it. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's certain. I was complaining about doing it while making it.
Okay, a walkway on the wall will help us be able to track and attack bad guys who show up trying to sell Affy Tapples.
Mm-hmm. I love Affy Tapples.
And of course, we can't finish without some back and forthy stuff. So that's after that. The complex is mapped out. Decent progress has been made. And now I can edit this all together with fast forward shit and stop doing it. And it'll probably be fine. It'll be fine. The music will paper over all the boring bits. Okay, back to the episode. Thanks for watching.
Well, that's exactly where we are. So thanks for watching. That's us. Gets us back here. When I say so, it will be resuming bloop bloop right here, and you will then be able to continue watching. And I'm just going to do these frickin' other playthroughs and delete the goddamn files and try to do these more regularly, as always. But check out the description for links to everything that's going on. Some pretty exciting stuff happening on my other project too here, March 2025. By the time, who knows, whatever. Okay, let's go for it. Let's hit it now. Thanks for everything, everybody. Bloop bloop. Or you've already seen it, which case it's a little bit weird. But I might edit it in if I do, and if I do, it'll be time lapsey. Just fast forward with me, probably talking for like a minute or two. I think that's easy. I should just do that. Oh, okay. Oh, what a difference. It's just like mentally. I'm so down for it. I can barely keep my head up. Yep. So, you mean I'm not in the right position. That's all cool. Yeah. So the audio thing I'm working on, I already said that. I got to tell you what that big block in the middle is. It's not nothing, but it's not something either. Whatever that means. All right, let's just dump. What am I? Just wood? Okay. I have so much wood. I have wood everywhere. It's honestly, it's just ridiculous. Abundance. I manifested
Good wood. I said, tree, fill me with your abundance. And the tree said, fuck no, I'm a tree. You can have my shade. And then I said, meet my friend the axe, tree. For I am in charge of you, tree. And you will now become a storage chest for unprocessed metals. Boy, we really need to work on our responsibilities. Uncle Ben would be so disappointed. Yes, and I am talking about Spider-Man's uncle. The hot uncle. What if there was... Well, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Okay. So, as I'm doing this here, I love seeing big changes to the base. So getting this thing going honestly feels really good. Really glad to see that. So part of why I need this space, I got to build some damn stairs up onto these damn biatches. Here, let's put some stairs right over here. Part of why I need all this space, besides the inevitable artistic abandonment, I hope my final artistic act is the doctors are 60% close to saving my life and then they just give up. Wouldn't that be the final comment? He died doing what he loved, abandoning something that was possible. Being let down by his society. So all this is going to change, though. We have lots of stuff that's going to change around here real soon. So get excited. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. You and me. So nothing I'm doing is permanent. I am lighting farts in a hurricane, you know? It all's just to feel alive as the tempest swirls. So, but what I need, some of the space cleared, is smelting, right? So I got these damn big smelter thingies. Now I have to build at least one blast furnace. I have to build at least one of these. This is the regular metals. I'll probably do more than one. I feel like that makes more sense. And then I don't really know. I don't think I need a charcoal kiln. I'm not struggling to find charcoal, but there might be something else you can do with this building. In fact, let's just build one just because maybe there's like a new recipe deal, because I haven't built that in a while. I have plenty of goods. Let's get rid of this fucking thing. I don't want any carts that aren't just building supplies. I just kind of want to keep my building supplies. If it's a cart, if it's in the construction zone, I have to think about my listeners' schedules, okay? These are important, high valuable people, okay? They have places to be, stuff to do, and they're choosing to spend their immensely valuable time as a high valuable person. And they spend it watching this. And this is how they relax. This is exactly what makes them so successful. Such strong earners is the benefit they get from being a part of the Hank community on YouTube. A guy that panics when he sees comment notices show up. And then, I don't really panic, but I shut down. It doesn't, but I don't. I shut down and then I go, I can't. I'll get back to it in like a week. I mean, I'm still able to do other stuff. It's not like I shut down like other stuff, but I go like, I can't do comments. I'm feeling very vulnerable. That it's still a little more than I feel like I can deal with it at the moment. And then eventually I work up the courage and then I open it. So this big block here though is, where the hell do I put these things? And should I put them up on something? Because the kind of idea, so you see the plane I'm walking on. Actually, it'll probably be this plane that I'm walking on here. This is going to be the floor of a large building. Like this whole thing is going to be. I probably should have said this at the beginning. Maybe I'll say it in the fast forward thingy. This whole deal up here is going to be is all one floor. Maybe there'll be some gaps or something, but like I'm building various access points to this floor. This is all going to be floor. And somehow I do actually kind of like the look of having the building kind of sticking out of like a little ground hole in the bricks, and I could put stairs down there to make that work. But as fond as I am of this inventory hut, I think it's definitely could be designed with a lot more thoughtfulness in terms of what are we bringing back? What are we processing? Where are we processing it? We want to build an efficient factory. We want to come back from our coal harvesting, which we have very little need for because I have such an efficient coal farm. My holdings are incredibly strong in the field of coal, which will never have any downsides whatsoever, as has been proven by human history. The important thing is our jerks who have lots of money need more money. All right, let's make the economy do that. Give jerks who don't need money more money. Yes. See, they want more money. It's not that they want more money. It's that they don't want you to have money. It's their real power is the leverage they have over you by throttling poverty. All right, enough politics. Okay. So, where do I put this crap? You know what I mean? Like, just gonna build a bunch. Do I want it over here? New items, nothing. Does it even work if I put it here? Look at that. That's kind of funny. I like that it puts... I'm just curious if you can add other stuff to it. All right, let's build... Oh, shit. Scared me. So we need 20 iron. All right, so we need 40, 10, 20, 40. 40, 10, 20, 40. 40, 10, 20, 40. 40, 10, 20, 40. 10 cirtlings. 40 fine wood. I feel like I'm forgetting something. $20 metal. Maybe I don't want to use up all this metal. I mean, I have it, but you know, it's not going to get used very often. Do I need two? I don't need two of the black. I think I need two of the other one, though. Ah, fuck it. We'll just destroy it if we don't like it. Oh, stone. Okay. You also got to worry about the orientation of everything. It's just kind of a whole big damn dumb deal. But I just kind of want their space. I want them to taking up space as it is. That'll help me get a feel for how to design this all. But, so like, do I want to keep it low? I think maybe it makes the most sense to sort of just focus on building out a building that is structurally sound and that can be adapted, and then worry a little bit later about exactly the proper design, unless I had something really specific that. These are taking up a ton of space, aren't they? Just like that guy. These little shelves could easily be a jump up, but I've designed it so poorly. All right. Sir, did you not see the no trespassing sign?
right over here. You scoundrel. Another fool, it says. Color equals white. Boom. Another damn fool. Okay? Be a fooler, not a foolie. Okay? Well, these little bitches here gonna break open my base. How dare you? Oh, you didn't like the aggressive forward jump, did you? Good thing you were dead before it was over. Now, where's the third one? There's usually 3 of them. Probably got distracted by a deer. Oh, deer. Perfect. Perfect timing. It's called comedy. It's called comedy. My roommate brought some pie back from a Thanksgiving thing, and I'm going to eat the fucking shit out of it later. Can't wait. That's all I can think about. I'm honestly surprised every word out of my mouth hasn't been pie. This whole event. All right, let's keep going. So, these things are big ass, aren't they? Like, I want to build this all up, and so then underneath, I don't even know what's going to be under there. Do I do travel? Should I keep my coal station? Tell you what, I don't think I've shown you all my coal yet. You're gonna like it. Let's do that. Let's go visit the coal farm. It won't be a very short visit, meaning there's stuff that I think you'll appreciate, and I'll go into show and tell mode, and you'll be very proud of me. You'll be jealous, possibly into a frothing rage. Frothing. Oh, I hear him. I hear a guy talking back there. I hear joy. Put on your joy destroying tools and let's go correct the record. Wait. Oh, there he is. Let's see if we can get a jump on him here. Oh, I took a hit. Let's give him a real easy opportunity for an awesome throw. Guy stabbed me while I was in the air. Rude as F. Oh, I just want another bow and arrow. Or bow. I really hate the green crap. I like a glowing bow, but I don't know. Like, this game does light so perfectly. But this ugly ass bow, it looks like a parrotfish. Look up. Do this. It's kind of gross, but it's certainly not like human skin gross. So it's animals being weird gross. So Google parrotfish mucus sleeping. They're these cool fish that live around tropical reefs. Probably a lot of different species, but they go and they have a parrot-like beak that they use to like chew up coral reefs. They're healthy for they're you know, I don't think they're invasive. Maybe some places they are, but they create sand. So they literally shit out sand. They're like the really important part of the sand production of the world. Obviously, sand I think is also formed from other geological forces and factors. But these things are really neat fish. I don't know if all of them necessarily do the sand shitting, but. And when you see it, you're like, oh, yeah, that thing is fucking shitting out sand. That's crazy. And it's just like pooping out nice looking clean sand. Newborn sand. Literally, it wasn't sand when it went into the front part of the mouth. I mean, the mouth. That's the front part of the poop hole. What was I doing here? Oh, yeah, we're going to go show you the coal. Sorry. We got distracted here. And anyway, so they sleep. They like emit some kind of strange sleeping bag of like mucus that's like a body length thick. Like it's like if it's a hot dog, it's like as thick as 3. You know, so it's like and this big envelope of mucus, and they just like lay there because you're vulnerable when you're asleep. That's why humans need shelter. That's why we look out for each other. That's why it's really terrible for us to allow our brothers and sisters to be on the streets without shelter. The cost for shelter should be 0. Oh my God, he's crazy. But my point is though that these or maybe humans should learn how to do the mucus sleeping bag themselves. It just like for 10 minutes, just as this strange blob forms around your whole body. But you can imagine it's a pretty good invention to not have to just sit there and anything that comes by and eat you has to. What the fuck is? Oh, my fingers were on the home row. Anything that comes by has to take a big old bite of this awful looking this disgusting ass mucusy blob. I'm sure it doesn't taste good. Maybe it even has like mildly poisonous type thingies going on in it, or even perhaps psychoactive. And at the right dosage, you can meet Jesus up in the convention center up in the sky, where he hangs out with all the other deities, waiting for you to detach from your ego enough so that you can meet them and get their autograph and sell it on eBay. All right, let's get into the coal. All right, so this is awesome. Where we're about to go is the funnest place. You might have wondered why I had all this damn coal sitting around, right? You're like, what the fuck, Hank? What'd you do? Become Santa's dealer? Santa. All right, so just picture him taking. All right, we're in my coal farm. You're hearing death. What the hell? Why was there such quick death? There's a fun trick, and I don't know if the game designers know about it. I'm sure they know about it. They're brilliant humans. Let's just murder these Girl Scouts real quick. So look, I've already gathered up some coal. If you're not familiar with the game, we're in the swamp region. This is where you can get a lot of iron from these dungeons. That's also where we battled Bone Mass, the original boss. Or the original boss, what the fuck? That's the strange way to describe it. But these dungeons are cleared, so I won't be going back into those. And this is like my little base. Got some lights up there, so it's easy to spot. I have a lot of storage chests that I want to continue to fill out. I want this to look like something you'd see in a Harry Potter movie, where they keep all their coins. You know, that like super kind of stereotypical sort of thing that they do in that movie. Boy, what a crazy journey that lady's gone on, huh? Gosh, good lord. Grow up, fucking monster. So these dudes are the Surtlings, and they spawn and then they throw fireballs at you like their grandfather is fucking Mario, who it's not. And they're kind of annoying, but they're super weak, and they're little fussy bitches, and you kill them fast, but they don't like water. So and I learned that you can chop away where water down. You can lower the land so that when they spawn, they're in water the moment they're born. It's honestly a true horror. The moment they're born, just like you and me, they start dying. But unlike you and me, who got to be babies and toddlers and maybe kid, hopefully you didn't have to become an old soul. Oh, the little boy is such an old soul. Oh, you mean he's traumatized? Oh, he's already broken? Cool, good. We got an old soul going on over here. Only 45 more years. No, not 45. Only 39 more years before he learns what autism is. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So these dudes are born and they are immediately killed. It's like if your mom had you as a baby and you just started going, I'm burning, what's the first thing that happened to you? And then some guy steals the coal that popped out of your corpse and maybe puts your head on the wall if he got lucky. So I'm going to we're going to jump over to one of our other ones. And this area happens to just have like close fire geysers, whatever these are called. There's like a bunch of them kind of close by. So there's 5. So I'm able to just run a circuit. You can see I built these long bridges. I just can be able to run a circuit. Watch, they'll spawn and then they'll start dying. It's so fun. And I don't have to fight these guys at all. Where the fuck is this? Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I remember building this one. I just didn't. So yeah, see, I don't have a great system for knowing where I'm going. And so I've been able to get a bunch of coal, and I've also, it's fairly peaceful. I'm a higher level. Why did that not go? This goes to Cert 2. So I'm not in much danger in this area. I can get maybe caught off guard, and if I have low health, I'd be in trouble. But look, they're already dying. So this one came out. These guys already died. Just scoop up what's left of their charred corpses. I even have so much of their charred corpses, I just make piles of it in there, right by where they die. Uh-oh, I got set on fire. Actually, this suit is resistant to fire. Look at my health. It's 59. It's not really going down. I want to see. Like, usually when you're on fire and you're running around, you don't have time to read these. Fire. Oh, burning. Yeah, burning is worse than fire. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Huh. You think being wet would cancel it out? Resistance versus fire. Okay, so I'm wet and I'm wearing resistant gear. Upper left corner here. This says pass through fire. Oh, mushroom. Yes. Waste of an inventory slot. So over here, have they? I think they've already spawned. Okay, good. This will be fun. Let's pick up some of these sticks. I like building these kind of smooth, sort of curvy shapes with the wood. Probably see some of that in other spots. So this area is already toasted. These guys died. But let me just turn on what I like to call the destroyer switch. I just made that up. I don't like to call that. So these dudes don't spawn within a certain radius of a workbench. We'll come back to this and then we'll go around. But you'll notice I've spent a lot of time, and I kind of like being in the swamp because of my light sensitivity. It actually literally feels better for me than those bright plains. And so you'll notice that it's pretty wide and clear. I've cleared off a lot of these trees. I'm still kind of chipping away at it in some of these spots. But a lot of this stuff is cleared up. Like, it's supposed to be much more dense. You see these big trees I can't cut, but those small ones, they're normally much more dense than currently shown. Let's just take this way over. So I set this up though, as I've cleared. You can actually spot root monsters much easier. Furthermore, I know you're already blown away. But you gotta line up like a long run. I don't know if this lines up. Is that? And then auto run it. And then you can change the camera angle and just like look around and enjoy them. Enjoy. Let's see, did I nail it? Did I nail it? Nope. So furthermore, what's that? A leech? Well, they also have uses. That might be no. Those are rocks. Their blood bags and their trophies are wonderful Christmas presents for my whole family. And so I like to gather up their supplies. And I've done some work on this area that eventually will, I hope, look much different. I want it to look like very straight lines, these big pools, but it's going to all be a big leech farm. And I have a lot of workbenches kind of scattered around, so there's not as much spawning currently. But after some time goes by and I finally work on my leech farm, I want it to look like irrigated cropland.
and that every time I just run a circuit, just a certain amount of leeches are going to spawn, and I'll be able to like get them to sort of chase me and gather up in killing zones. So there'll be like spots where I can like kind of stop and kill and gather up their wonderful blood bags. While having cleared all these trees and stuff makes it an easier way to spot threats and to look for root monsters that populate the area, which are a good source of other stuff, of guck and their bones, and sometimes their heads. So there's another one. Now watch. Oh, see, they just spawned, and it happened fast. Now, this is an interesting little spot, because I was having trouble with the dudes spawning on top of this tree, and therefore not dying in the water, right? Let me not paying attention to my... So this little corner... See how like dense it is over there? That's a little bit more what it's supposed to be like. Where those skeletons are traipsing about. Traipsing about. That's a fun one. Can you traipse without having been traipsing about? Does traipsing require the about? Can you traipse without the about? Traipse around? I suppose you could traipse around. So anyway, I covered the top of the tree with items, right? I put like shit there so that nothing would spawn, but I didn't do a good enough job, and I put in these cool kind of wood structure things because I'm a big fan of the hit film Triple X starring Vincent Diesel. Well, a victim spawned. A guy spawned up in my wood design. And that's how I met my husband, Sertling. Hello, husband, we're married. You're mine forever. Yeah, so I keep that thing alive just because it's slightly demented and weird. Isn't that fun? That's a good one. That's a good one. So I got just like shit laying around all over the place. There's just so much stuff here. Right? Like I need more frickin' ancient bark. If I want to get some ancient bark, I'll call my dad and say, put the dog on the phone. Get it? Old dog. See, what you don't know is that my dad recently got a young dog. So that joke is a lie. All right, so let's head back up towards the base. I still have a ton of work. Like I'm being really annoying and anal about the whole deal. Oh, see this workbench here? Watch. Okay, this is going to be great. You're going to love it. This is going to be the big surprise, or big reveal at the end. So watch the flame as I destroy the the workbench. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, boys. Got anything for me? Oh, well, it sure was nice visiting with you for a little while your existence was crumbling before your molten retinas. Oh, hello there, sir. Would you like a hug? Ah, just kidding. I don't hug, I stab. So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun ruling over this place. So this whole, like, wood bit here is kind of clumsily constructed. It's been modified a few different times. So here's another one. I like the nice wide ones. Got to line up your cursor. And now I can just run. Keep an eye out for threats. Maybe write poetry. I don't know why I've decided to not destroy these trees. For some reason, I feel like you have to like keep a slight piece of old growth. As if that somehow makes sense. Yeah. So when I get rid of all the workbenches, the eels, the leeches will spawn. Oh, shit. Gotta fix that. The leeches will spawn a lot more. Then I can kind of gather them up. Really turn this into a real efficient kind of turnaround place, you know? Plus this wide openness of it makes it easier to spot the wraiths that can menace from the skies with their long pointy fingers. And so if you get used to, you could run it or you could take the portals. But yeah, there's a whole freaking circuit thing going on. Do I have like a chest that has just like, I think that's these. Yeah. I'm just stashing Surtling cores in these boxes. Eventually they'll be all just that, this whole area.
All right, so let's head down this way again. I want to find a root monster. I think that'll be a fun one. I probably spoiled it for you, for those of you that are watching this, wondering what the hell's going on in this crazy man's world. Oh, I was saying earlier, like, yeah, I'm being kind of anal. I want the floors to all be flat. Like, it's a lot of chopping. There's a guy standing there. Let's shoot him. Make sure that he knows who's boss. No unions at my place of work. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I want it to be like really. I want it to feel very like, oh boy, somebody did a lot of wasted time here. By flattening like any little bump. It doesn't have to necessarily be perfect, but it's a bit of a necessary part of, I think, the whole concept. Oh yeah, and I hung this Christmas tree there. Strangely, decided to try that, and it worked somehow. All right, ready? Watch this. This is fun. Keep an eye on the flames when I turn off the switch here. Hello, wow, I'm alive. What a wonderful and we'll just put it back. And the cycle of torment that these creatures are forever bound to is just my plaything. Yeah. You know, like, see here? This bump got no business. Got no business being a bump. Anyone else doesn't feel rested? Me. Look at this thing. Flatten, flatten, flatten. Get out of here. And I want to destroy all these plants. I want there to be no indicators of anything. Oh, see, there's a leech. How dare you? How dare you be how dare you be low profile? And so then you have like little shallow spots. The leeches all gather around you. And then you murder them. So eventually I want to be able to like totally just control these irrigation ditches. Kind of fun. There's one. Look at that. Blood bag. Oh no, another one. Another. Jeez, I almost got killed. Actually, I'm about to die. Oh wow, that really did almost kill me. If I didn't take that health boost. That was really being reckless there. Probably would have made for a decent moment when I went, oh my god. Oh my. See? Arrogance gets you killed, man, every time. Hubris, we call it. Yeah, so we'll have all these, like, leech canals. And I'll just kind of, over time, figure out the best way to sort of spawn them in, bring them over somewhere, kill them, collect. And then people will someday say, that guy was like the Newton of leeches. Oh, all right, we'll collect some more here. So yeah, it gets honestly gets boring. Like you just run around gathering up these guys as you know, tortured corpses. So let's do the run again. I don't think there's been any. You know, we got various dudes running around a little bit, asking to be killed, but we'll just let them do their thing for now. I do like the straightaways. Oh, did somebody get born? Was your first and last word the scream of agony? It should be thank you, you ungrateful, that I allowed you near me. No unions! All right. Okay, well, I think we've horsed around enough, but this explains my abundance of carbon, of coal. And so now the decision as far as the space design goes, here, let's do a panicky run. It's off-putting. Do I want to keep that spot set up for all that coal that I meticulously stored? I mean, the only reason to keep it there is because I've already bothered storing a bunch of shit there. You know, these are tough. Oh, fuck. Gotta fix that part. These are tough decisions. What's up there? Oh, that's just a piece of... Oh, missed one. Let's just take a mild run around where it's a little clear. All right, we'll head back. Excuse me. Pardon me. So sorry. All right, we'll bring some of this shit back, I guess. Just a quick scan of the skies for any... Well, it'll have to be another time. All right. Yeah. So, and then how do I connect it to this, to the workshop? I really want to redo this whole front stairs. The front stairs here is kind of driving me nuts a bit. Kind of looks okay from a couple, like this looks kind of cool. Here, let's go turn on some lights. Do I have light material? No. Out of wood. I just grabbed 2 woods. But no, I just can't. I really don't like the way this whole thing connects. So what I'll probably end up doing is bringing this front floor out somewhat, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll cut it down. Yeah. There's just infinite possibility. Virtually, I guess. All right. Partly what I'm going to have to do, and actually I'm probably not going to do this on camera, but I'm saying it for you, the listeners, those of you that are like actually kind of down for the progress of the base, because I am trying to keep like a cohesive narrative. Decorations and exploring are basically the two kind of linchpins, if I'm even using that term correctly. I have swamp stuff over here, but what I got to do is, clear these chests and put this shit all somewhere else, because I'm going to rebuild this whole damn thing. And so, like, that's just a massive amount of work. But I don't know when the best stage to do that is. Do I just kind of like, maybe I should just build the next thing and then do the switch so I don't even bother clearing them? Something along those lines. So I guess the decisions that I have to make now are, where do I want my portals to be? So when I come back from the coal, or when I come back from, these are some of the important ones, Ocean Pod, Plane Space, Tar 2. I think what I'll do is kind of treat portals in other spots as sort of like secondary, and then I'll have like a small group of primary portals over here. And maybe they'll be on the ground floor. Hold on, I see something is alive over there. Oh, God, get on that damn. Here, let's just draw him over, because there's a skeleton. Don't poison my thingy. Here, let's just watch these two idiots have a fight. So, like, the other consideration is this wall. Fight. Get him, skeleton! Yes. Look at these two. Don't they know that their differences, if they'd only get over their differences, they'd be able to unite against the one. Hey, that guy wants to take your job away. What? I'm gonna kill him. Oh! Meanwhile, I'm up here with a weapon pointed at both of them, waiting for the weaker one to be murdered. And then I get both of their stuff. This is actually my best spot right here is how I cheese fighting off the ice guys, the cold ones, the wolf gang. Those dudes are tough, and they just stand there and let me shoot them a bunch. And you know what? I'll take it. I don't necessarily want to play the whole game that way, but it is stressful. Oops. I mean, the arrow's right there. Why can't I just pick it up? All right, so we gathered up a bunch of stuff. So I think I'm driving myself a little bit mad with the decision making about portals and stuff. But I got to commit to some kind of design. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh boy, more of these guys, huh? Any other fools around I could play with? Oh. I think a good starting point is then just like working on the frame. Mainly, like, I'm going to make a walkway right where I'm standing, basically, and then some kind of floor, and then we'll just kind of go from there. And if we have to, and whatever we decide to modify, we can always tear it down and start over. And just like video editing, even if I don't have a real complete vision, I have an idea, and that I know that I just have to keep putting in a little bit of extra, not extra, but push forward a little bit, keep at it. Don't be discouraged, and at a certain point, I know there's more of these dudes around, so I'll just take a little run. Maybe maybe that guy. Yeah, remember before there was like, hey, how come there's not 3 of them? Yeah, that's who that guy was. And ultimately, too, I want to build this into like a park, because this faces due west for sunlight angles. Yeah. So it's really just a lot of walking around, trying to envision the thing. So like even over here, like what do I want this area to be when I come back? It's going to be closer to the rest of the portals. Can't even jump up there. This is where it starts, basically. This curve.
And I could even make it more than 2 stories, or two floors. So, I mean, I'm talking like, so we're standing at 2 high is what you'd call it. So I'm talking like going like 6 to 8 or more up, like pretty high up. Maybe not. But I do kind of want to angle this corner here. Maybe this will be the last thing that we do for this video. I want this to kind of be like a... All right. Okay. What do you think? Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. And having that longer flat stretch. All right, that's fine. We might adjust, but this has been a pretty good progress. We made got a lot done. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. Hang in there. Give yourself permission to freak out tomorrow. Try that. That'll work. Works kinda. Bye.